To everyone joining the stream, welcome. Just give me a couple minutes. I'm just setting some stuff up. We're going to be doing a unboxing stream just because I got some stuff I wanted to show you guys. So just bear with me and I'll be there in a couple seconds, boys. Alrighty, boys, what is going on? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing video. This was requested by someone who sent me some stuff, and then also I just asked in Discord, and some people wanted me to live stream this, so I'm just going to show you guys some stuff that I've recently acquired, and yeah, that's really it. So I'm going to start off with the first box that I got. Now, one thing I ordered off of eBay, and then two other boxes came from two separate people that I got stuff from directly. So yeah, we shall go into it. So, start unboxing this. To everyone joining, hello. Hope you're all doing really well. If anyone has any questions while I'm doing this, please don't hesitate to ask at all, as long as they're obviously, you know, appropriate for the audience. So this is going to be the thing that I purchased on eBay. So this is the first device here. So right here, this is actually something, I actually do have one of these already, but I saw it and just had to get it. So if you can read this box right here, this is a brand new in box Wheelock EHS DL1. So I do actually own one of these. However, one of the original packaging, or the one that I have, the original packaging was damaged. So as you can see right here, brand new Wheelock EHS DL1. This is actually one of my favorite devices of all time. I grew up seeing these a lot in New Jersey. Unfortunately, a lot of them have since been replaced with, you know, newer systems, but this one is brand new. As you can see, this one's actually a 2-wire device. So these are actually, believe it or not, the ones with the frosted strobes. This is the base version of this device. It's actually quite rare in this variant just because of how old it is. These started getting made in, I think, late of 1989 and were made up until about 1993 with this style of strobe. That's when they introduced the WM series of strobes. So that's that. I can probably, on the end of this, I can probably test all of these. So, but we'll see how everything plays out. I'll just have to grab some material to do testing with. But yeah, that's something I can definitely do. Let's see. Alrighty, so this necessarily isn't too rare. This was just one of the things that just happened to come into the mail, so I figured I'd show it off. So, now we're going to get into the more rare stuff. These devices are pretty uncommon. Some of them are like, only a couple have really ever seen them, so just bear with me, please. So this I got from my friend, Nick Sow. So I bought these devices off of him directly, so special thanks to him for these devices. Yeah, I try to avoid throwing away original boxes because I usually like to keep stuff new in box if I can, and then I'll just use it whenever. But that's just a personal preference of mine. So here we should have two devices. Both of them are the same device. So I actually already have one, but now I have two more. So right here we have a Faraday 5506 mechanical horn strobe. These are actually quite rare. Not a lot of people have these. This is essentially, for those who are familiar with them, this is a simplex 9833 horn, but it just has a Faraday strobe on it. So these are really cool devices. I actually already do have one that I got from my friend Simplex guy a while ago. But I definitely been looking for a couple more of these, so I now have another one. From what I can tell, these were actually removed from a working system, so they're not in the best condition. There's some, paint splatter on them. There's chipping on them, but I'm more or less concerned about how they sound. So as long as they sound good, that's really all that matters. So, but yeah, so I believe at one point these were on eBay and then someone bought them and then I purchased them from Nick's house. So special thank you to him for that. So now getting on to the super rare stuff. Most of the stuff in here I don't think really anyone has seen. So this is like one of one. I will give you all a hint. This is all fire suppression equipment. So stuff that you would see on Halon systems, FM200 systems, etc. So we're just going to go into here and unbox the devices one at a time. So let's see here. So this is the first device here. This is actually probably the most common device in here. Still older. I actually have a couple of these, but just this device itself is not necessarily, super rare. So right here, this is actually a smoke detector. This is a Hochiki SIF24F ionization wiffle ball style smoke detector. So I believe the simplex model for these is 2098-9544, I believe. So this is just a standard wiffle ball detector. It's got an ionization sensor. It holds 1 microcurie of americium-241. And for those who are into, physics and nuclear stuff, it's a low-level alpha radiation emitting device. And all it does is it just uses, it charges the air with ions, and then obviously once smoke enters the chamber, it causes voltage drops, causes the smoke to pull away electrons, and it will cause an alarm. So that's just the old way of how they did smoke detectors. Turn my camera. Oh yeah, no, Sep, but thanks for the suggestion. Okay, let's see. So right here, so this is actually what looks to be some trim plates and the base for this detector. Now, this base is actually pretty uncommon. You guys are thinking, oh, well, it's just a detector base. It can't be that special. Well, this one's actually pretty cool because it's actually branded by Chemitronics. So I have seen these before on suppression systems, mainly older, Chemitronics systems, Fike systems, stuff like that. But yeah, these are relatively rare. I've never seen Chemitronics branded stuff really outside of fire suppression. But yeah, so this is what the detector looks like. It's 2-wire. Yeah, so there's really nothing special about this. It's just a smoke detector. Let's see. So these are trim plates right here. I'll give you a hint. These are system sensor trim plates. They are actually for, the model number for these is MPSF. These are for system sensor mass series devices. So with that being said, that should be a spoiler for what's to come. Oh yeah, so this one is like, I don't even know if anyone actually owns one of these. I only knew of their existence from like an eBay lot from like 15 years ago. But they are, but I honestly, these are like stupid rare. So just from the outline of this, you can definitely see that this is a Spectre Alert Classic. However, it is actually labeled Agent. So this is one that is meant for fire suppression. You can actually see that it's not a sticker. This was actually printed on here, factory painted by Simplex. So I did know that these existed. They were only manufactured, I believe, for a very short time, or they were special order only. But yeah, so this is the model of this one is a system sensor S24 1575 AG. So AG obviously meaning agent. So definitely very rare. Unfortunately, the Mongoloid who removed these broke the tabs off on these. However, there is actually a fix you can do with these where if you take a screw, you can actually put it through there and it'll keep it up. But that's only if the snap click lock thing is damaged. So let's get on to the next device. So pull this guy out here. So this right here is part 2 to that. This one is a Spectral Classic horn strobe, one that says Agent. So this is a system sensor P24 1575 AG horn strobe. So this is obviously one that says Agent on it. Again, you can obviously see that that's printed on. That's not a sticker. It's smooth on here, but this one also has the issues with the mounting bracket because someone decided to break it off. But that should be a relatively easy fix. So the mounting, I have a decent amount of these classics that I've removed from service, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a mounting bracket I can mount these on. So let's see, got a couple more devices. These ones are gonna cause some talking because recently a couple devices like these sold on eBay. And the same person who I got these from. So real quick, everything that's coming out of this box I got from my friend Kevin, or Everyday Exit Sign on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. Everyday Exit Sign on YouTube. He does some great videos. He's a technician like myself, and he's he does a lot of fire suppression. So shout out to him and thank you to him for these devices. So right here we are going to try and get this open. He actually did all this very well. Like he wrapped all this stuff up very well. So this right here is a system sensor system sensor SS24LO strobe. However, it says FM200 on it. So funny thing about this is recently my friend Kevin sold a couple of these on eBay. He sold one to a gentleman named Mike Wiseman on Facebook. He actually has a really dope collection, like rare stuff that no one's ever seen before. And another gentleman who whose name I shall not speak because he did something stupid. So that gentleman, he purchased one of these devices from my friend Kevin. And the crazy thing about the ones he ordered is they were actually stickers that were on the strobe. But they, and the guy took them off and just completely ruined the rarity of the device. The cool thing about these is this is actually printed lettering. So it's completely smooth here. There's no sticker. You'd be able to see, you know, it's nice and glossy on the strobe. This is actual printed lettering that's on here. So super cool for this. I don't think there's a special model for it. Judging by the fact that I got a strobe that says one of these, you can only, and there's 2 trim plates, you can probably imagine what's next, a horn strobe. So let's see. So this one right here. So this right here is a system sensor mass 24 mass 24 LO. So this one also says FM 200 on it. For whatever reason, it doesn't say it on this side, but it does say it on the front. It is not a sticker as well. It is completely flat and smooth. This is printed lettering. I'm not sure why they didn't do it on this side, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if it's sitting like this, it's not really going to hurt anything. But super cool device. I definitely do have plans to, I actually have a system that replicates one that, I actually know the exact specs of the system this came off of. My buddy Kevin's actually had most of these devices for like a year now, and I was actually on the phone with him when he removed them. So I actually do have the panels that I can use to recreate the system, so definitely keep your guys' eyes out. I'll be doing some videos, hopefully with some demo boards showing these devices off soon. Now this one I'm actually most excited about because it actually completes a collection of devices that I've had for a while. So let's see here. So this, just judging off this looks like a normal Wheelock 3424 horn. It's older, it's from the 1970s. Super cool devices, nothing crazy. However, it's not a standard Wheelock one. It's actually a rare rebrand. It's actually rebranded by the company Fike, or they're better known as their fire suppression division, FireQuench. So FireQuench was around back in the late 70s to the early 80s. They were the fire suppression and halon releasing division of Fike. So I actually have a remote strobe with this exact same logo and a bell. The strobe is a Wheelock WS strobe. I think I featured it on one of my videos a while back. And then I also have a bell, which I may have also shown on a video. I'm not sure. But yeah, this horn is a 20-026. So this is basically just a rare rebrand. So I now essentially have the whole collection of these. The only one I'm missing is, for those of you who have been around on my channel for a little while, I used to do a lot of suppression systems. I have a video with one of these, but it was a horn strobe and it's a halon on it. That's the only thing I'm still looking for. Unfortunately, the company that services that, I don't work for them anymore. But yeah, super cool to have this. So I think that is it for unboxing all that stuff. So definitely some pretty cool stuff I've acquired recently. I definitely do want to make some videos showing off these devices. What I'll probably end up doing is I want to get something set up to where I can test these and then I can make a video of it. If not, you know, whatever. But yeah, so just to kind of show off all these devices one more time, we have the FM200 mass, the FM200 strobe right here, this FireQuench horn, which, by the way, actually looks like it's brand new, but it did come off of a system. The two Faraday 5506 horn strobes that I have here, and then the two Spectral Alert Classics that say Agents on them, the horn and the horn strobe, the Wheelock EHS DL1, and then the Hochiki Chematronics smoke detectors. So real quick, I will just line all these up and get a quick shot of them so everyone can see everything in full, and then that's really going to kind of be it. There's really not much else to show right now. I have to get something set up to where I can test these, but I definitely will be testing them at some point. So turn the camera around. So yeah, these are all the devices I've acquired. So super dope. Thank you to all the people who I got these from. Thank you to Nick Sal. Thank you to Everyday Exit Sign for some of these devices. And I really appreciate all of this stuff. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. I really don't do these too often, but I'll hopefully get a test out of these devices or some demo videos of these. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and take care. Have a good one.